This video that CNN obtained. I love that word when journalists use it. Oh, they just obtained footage. No, somebody gave it to you. And we should all be asking, well, who was it that gave you this footage? The footage that I'm talking about is CNN aired footage of, it's actually an audio recording. They aired an audio recording of President Trump at Mar-a-Lago talking to one or two of his staffers about classified documents that he had at Mar-a-Lago that it appears, or audibly, I suppose, we can hear that Trump didn't believe that these documents were declassified at the time that he was sharing them with his staffers who did not have classified document clearance. They didn't have security clearance. CNN airs this and they say, oh, this is a bombshell, this is crazy. And what I want to do right now is I want to walk you through exactly how I'm thinking about this, exactly how I'm unpacking this. Because as someone who has sat here at this table and analyzed all of these different attacks on Trump since basically the moment he came down that escalator, sometimes when the left is very strategic and they release a soundbite like this, our first reaction, even those of us who are skeptical of the Department of Justice, even those of us who understand that most of these attacks on Trump have turned out to be false attacks, we can hear a selectively edited, cherry-picked bit of conversation like this audio, and we can think, oh wow, is that bad? Did the Department of Justice actually find something on Trump? Finally, is this a smoking gun? And that can be our first reaction, even if we are conservative, even if we are Trump supporters. And so what I want to do is I want to walk you through exactly how I think about that, because I'm not immune to this either. I listened to this and I thought, oh, wow, let me think about this for a second. Is this something that we should be concerned about, or is it not? So without further ado, let's listen to this and then break it down.
Bad, sick people.
That was your coup, you know, against you.
Well, it started right at the beginning.
Like when Milley's talking about, oh, you were going to try to do a coup. No, they were trying to do that before you even were sworn in.
That's right.
Trying to overthrow your election.
Well, with Milley, let me see that. I'll show you an example. He said that I wanted to attack Iran. Isn't it amazing? I have a big pile of papers. This thing just came up. Look. This was him. They presented me this. This is off the record, but they presented me this. This was him. This was the Defense Department and him.
Wow.
We looked at some. This was him. This wasn't done by me. This was him. All sorts of stuff. It's pages long. Look. Wait a minute. Let's see here. Look at that.
Yeah.
I just found, isn't that amazing? This totally wins my case, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Except it is like highly confidential, secret. This is secret information. But look at this. You attack, and
Hillary would print that out all the time, you know.
she'd send it,
email.
she'd send it to Anthony Weiner,
Yeah.
the pervert.
Please print.
By the way, isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
I was just saying, because we were talking about it. And you know, he said he wanted to attack Iran and what? These are the papers. This was done by the military, given to me. I think we can probably, right?
I don't know, we'll have to see. Yeah, we'll have to try to
Declassify.
figure out
See, as president, I could have declassified
Yeah.
it. Now I can't, you know, but this is classified.
now we have a problem.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
It's so cool. I mean, it's so, here and I have, and you probably almost didn't believe me, but now you believe me.
No, I believe
It's
you.
incredible, right?
No,
Hey, bring some Cokes in, please.
Okay, so first we have to understand what the allegation is, like why this video is supposed to be a bombshell. The allegation, this is not just from CNN, the charges against Trump brought by the special counsel Jack Smith, who was appointed by Attorney General Merrick Garland, are that Trump had classified documents at Mar-a-Lago that he had no right to possess, that he was in violation of the Espionage Act for refusing to turn over classified information when the National Archives asked him for it and when they sent requests for it. This is the criminal allegation that has been brought against Trump. Trump's defense, of course, is that as president, he has the right to declassify any document, and he had a standing order to declassify documents when he brought them to Mar-a-Lago. In addition to that, under the Presidential Records Act, which is the act that arguably governs how presidents handle information, their records from when they were president, after they were president, under existing legal precedent related to the Presidential Records Act. This is actually from a case that governed Bill Clinton keeping classified information on audio tapes in his sock drawer, of all places, assumedly sordid place for for any classified information to exist, that presidents are the sole arbiter of what can be labeled as their personal effects when they leave office. They can decide which documents are theirs and which belong to the government. This is existing legal precedent, whether or not the left agrees with it. That's Trump's defense. So the reason that CNN is portraying this video to be bombshell is because they say, well, in this video, Trump admits that the documents that he not only is in possession of, but is showing to someone without security clearance are currently classified, which they say contradicts his argument that he is only in possession of documents that were declassified and that he was the sole arbiter of what was classified or not and what belongs to him after his presidency. It is his official post-presidential office, remember, at Mar-a-Lago. His residence is secured by the Secret Service. He's allowed to have records from when he was president. So all that being said, that is the allegation against Trump. So how do we as conservatives think of this? How do we as Republicans think of this? Is Trump in the wrong here? Is this tape a bombshell tape? You remember those leaked transcripts of Michael Flynn, General Michael Flynn's discussion with the Russian ambassador, Sergei Kislyak? This is at the very beginning. It was actually before President Trump was sworn into office. This was just during the transition period when it was President-elect Trump, and how somebody, who exactly was it, leaked these conversations between Michael Flynn and Sergei Kislyak and accused Michael Flynn and by association, the Trump administration, of inappropriately discussing policy with a foreign nation before they had taken office. And this led ultimately to Michael Flynn being ousted from his position as National Security Advisor. Those conversations had been intercepted by the NSA. It was highly, highly classified information. Who leaked that information to the public? How did you and I, sitting here without security clearance, how did we get access to that? Oh, because somebody mishandled classified information. Was that person prosecuted for it? If not, why not? What about the classified briefing that FBI Director James Comey gave to President Trump about this allegation of Russia collusion that somehow just a day after he had briefed Trump got to CNN and the New York Times and the Washington Post? What about that classified information? Who exactly leaked that classified information to those mainstream outlets? And was that person, hint, hint, Jim Comey, was he prosecuted for mishandling classified information? Was Brennan prosecuted for mishandling classified information? What about when Leon Panetta gave classified information about the U.S. Navy SEALs raid of the bin Laden compound, when he gave that information to the producers of that movie, Zero Dark 30? Was he prosecuted for mishandling that classified information? Hi guys, it's Liz Wheeler. Don't forget to watch my show, The Liz Wheeler Show, every night at 7 p.m. on the First TV. You can download the free First TV app, or you can visit thefirsttv.com/Liz and start watching today.